Deeper in. So for today, we're going to really be focusing on the key areas for soccer players, which is really all about the legs, for sprinting, for running, really getting into the quadriceps, the calves, the hamstrings, the outer hips, as well as into the joints to really make those areas mobile, flexible, as well as strong. This type of yoga is more of a vinyasa style yoga, so really matching breath with movement, as well as some deeper held poses to get really nice and stretchy. This practice is appropriate for beginners, all the way to advanced football players, even yoga practitioners. It really doesn't matter, you're going to get something out of it for sure. I highly recommend today having a soccer ball. It's honestly more just for motivation, as well as to be used for one of the poses that we do today. It's not necessarily, but just something that you can have. Let's begin today in our Zen pose, which is our kneeling pose. So just a kneeling position if you're not there already. Close your eyes, soften your shoulders down from your ears. Before we begin any practice, we just want to take a moment just to connect with our breath. So set up our entire yoga practice. Let's focus on the flow of your inhale and your exhale. Keep this nice, smooth breath. Turn on your mat. Come into a down dog position. So you can start in your plank position and then shift your hip bones back to find that down dog. In our down dog, we want to make sure that we really press the ground away with our arms. Create the sensation almost like you're hugging your forearms together, and this will help to wrap your triceps back, your biceps forward, to really feel a spread through that upper back area. Draw your navel up towards the back of your spine. Create a little hollow space in your low belly to really send those hip bones up. Your next inhale, begin a slow walk to the top of the mat. Find a forward fold. Deep bend here to begin with. Let's just take a few breaths. Maybe straighten into one leg, then the other. Really leaning yourself over that straight leg, just moving side to side and gradually allowing the back side of your legs to open up more and more. Your next inhale, lengthen your tailbone down, reach those arms up above. Exhale, hands come beside you. Inhale, arms reach up high. Exhale, hands descend down to the earth. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, right leg goes back, lower your knee down in the same breath. Inhale, arms reach up high. Exhale, place your hands down. Inhale to step back to a plank position. Exhale, press up your toes, lower down through a chaturanga, through a push-up. On an inhale, rise up to a cobra or an up dog, hover those knees, or press your pelvis into the mat. And then exhale, flow yourself back to a down dog position. Inhale, right leg reaches up high. Exhale, draw your knee through center. Place your foot between your hands. Lower that back knee down. Inhale, arms reach up high. Exhale, hands come down to the earth. Step forward, find your forward fold. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, hands down by your side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to halfway. Exhale, left leg goes back this time. Lower that knee down. Inhale, scoop those arms up high. Find your little lunge. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale to step back to a plank. Exhale to lower down through your chaturanga. So knees are on toes. Inhale to rise to a cobra or up dog. Just find a little back bend quality here. And as you exhale, come back down dog. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Exhale, draw your knee through center. Place your foot between your hands. Lower that back knee. Inhale, arms reach up with power. Exhale, take your hands down, step forward, find that forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up high. Exhale, hands by your side. Again, inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, fold it out. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, set that right leg back, lower your back knee down. Reach your arms up to the low lunge position. This time, we'll hold a little bit. So really press your back knee firm into the mat. Hopefully you have a nice thick mat like I do. And really lean your weight into your inner groin to really open up through that right psoas muscle. Really important for us soccer players here, as football players. Maybe mix up football and soccer because I'm from Canada. Spiral those pinkies in towards each other. Deep inhale here. As you exhale, take your hands down to the earth. Take your sit bones back to hover over your back heel. Straighten your front leg. On an inhale, lengthen your chin forward. As you exhale, fold over a straight front leg. Really drag back your left heel as you draw your right shoulder forward. So really get this cross-diagonal action going on here. Breathe into the underside of the leg here. On your next inhale, bend into your front knee. Raise that back knee up. Lift up, find a crescent pose. While you're in a crescent, really drag the front foot to the back foot to the front. Really feel those active legs here. Press into the back toes, draw your heel back to find your stability. Deep inhale. As you exhale, both hands come down to the earth. Shift back, straighten that front leg, and fold into a pyramid pose. So really important here again, have that sensation that you're dragging that left hip back and drawing that right shoulder forward. So a lot of action here, not just passive legs. Your next inhale, bend into your front knee, plant your hands, step back to a plank. Either on your toes or on your knees. We're going to take 5 chaturangas. Really, they're just push-ups. Fancy name for push-ups. So deep inhale here. As you exhale, press off those toes, lower down. On inhale, rise up. That's 1. Exhale down. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Lower down. Rise up to your back bend. Exhale, float back. Down dog. Inhale, right leg raises. Exhale, draw your knee through center. Place your foot between your hands. With your fingers still grounded, lower that back knee down. Really beam your heart forward here. Get a nice little stretch into the back side, or rather the inner groin here. Deep inhale. As you exhale, press up those back toes. Cross your left leg behind the right. On an inhale, halfway lift, and as you exhale, fold into a cross-legged forward fold. Really make sure to keep pressing that left knee into the back of the right leg so that you don't hyperextend your left leg here. Your next inhale, halfway lift, uncross your legs, both feet join. Exhale, fold it out. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, hands by your side. Other side here. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bow all the way down. Inhale to halfway left. Exhale, left leg goes back this time. Lower that back knee down. Inhale, reach those arms up high. So here in our low lunge position again, really do your best to lift up through your left glute and allow yourself to sink a little bit more into that right inner groin. Draw your tailbone down to really point your pelvis up, that frontal hip bones up. Find a little bit of a back bend quality here. Deep inhale. As you exhale, hands sweep down, shift back to your half splits position here. On an inhale, really lengthen your chin forward, and then as you exhale, fold it out. Breathe into the underside of that right leg. Anytime you come up against tension or resistance in the muscles in the leg, see if you can breathe it out through an open mouth. Your next inhale, bend into that front knee. Rise up, find a crescent lunge, high lunge this time. Create those active legs. Same idea as in our low lunge. Really drop to that left glute. Lower down a little bit deeper into that right inner groin. Peel your heart up a little bit more, a little higher to the sky. Deep inhale. As you exhale, both hands descend down to the ground. Shift back as you fold into pyramid pose. Deep diaphragmatic breaths here. So breathing deep into the belly, all the way up into the upper chest. And then exhaling fully as well. Next, inhale, bend into that front knee, step back to your plank. Again, on your toes or on your knees, we're going to take our chaturanga push-ups. Really make sure to draw the elbows in to create a lot of stability and strength here. Deep inhale, as you exhale, lower down. Inhale to rise, 1. Exhale, rise up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome, lower down, come through a vinyasa, which is our plank, to our back bend, to our down dog position. Next, inhale, left leg reaches up high. Exhale, draw your knee through center. Place your foot down. Really begin to reach your heart forward as you spread those collarbones in this low lunge position. Deep inhale. As you exhale, press off your back foot. Cross your right leg behind the left. Deep inhale to halfway lift, and as you exhale, fold it out. Just fold here. Chill out for a moment. Breathe space into that outer hip, that right outer hip area. Next, inhale, halfway lift. Undo your legs. Exhale, fold out one more time. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands by your side. Take your feet about hip width apart. Bend into your knees, draw your arms up above. So we get a little bit of fire into the legs here in our chair pose. So really bend as deep as you can. Place the weight into your heels. See if you can take a little bit of that natural curvature, a little bit of that natural S-curve out of your spine as you draw the navel in, lengthen the tailbone down. Deep inhale here. As you exhale, sit a little lower. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale to halfway. Exhale to step back, down dog position. Inhale, right leg reaches up. Exhale, draw your knee through center. Place your foot down with grace. Roll onto the outer edge of that front foot. Really flex into your foot. Draw your toes up towards the shin. So begin to open up through that inner hip area as the knee kind of goes out to the side. So deep inhale here. As you exhale, straighten that front leg. Draw your toes up towards your shin. Come into a pyramid pose variation. On your next inhale, bend into your front knee. Come onto the outer edge. Really press your heart forward. And as you exhale, draw back, straighten that front leg and fold. One more inhale, bend in. Then exhale, lengthen back. Inhale, bend in. Come to a flat foot on that front foot. Step back. Take both feet together. Plant your weight into your right hand and roll into the outer edge of the right foot into a side plank, Vashisthasana, it's called in yoga. Really lift that right hip. See if you can suction it up. Get a little bit of strength to that side body. Continue to wrap your triceps back on that right arm, the bicep forward to really protect into the elbow joint here. Deep inhale. As you exhale, Take that left hand back, shift your hip bones back down, dog position. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, draw through center, place your foot between your hands. Roll onto the outer edge of that left foot, the toes draw towards the shin. Kind of a lizard pose variation here. To make sure you spider those fingers, stay broad through the collarbones, open up through that inner groin. Deep inhale. As you exhale, shift back, find your pyramid. Inhale, bend back in. Open through the hip area. And then exhale, shift back. Inhale, bend back in. Find a lot of mobility here. Really softening up those muscles. And as you exhale, shift back. Inhale, bend to your front leg. Plant the sole of your foot. Step back to a plank first. Join your feet together. Plant your weight into your left hand and then roll onto the knife edge of the left foot. Reach that right arm up. Find your side plank. A lot of stability here. Breathe. As you exhale, right hand comes down. Back to your plank. You can take one more vinyasa, lower down through your chaturanga push-up. Rise up to a back bend. Exhale, down dog. Take one breath cycle here just to ground it. Your next inhale, right leg raises. Exhale, draw your knee through center. Take your right ankle towards your left wrist. Lower down for pigeon prep. Take a look back. Make sure that your left knee is in line with the left hip. Hands framed beside your leg. On an inhale, find a little back bend quality. Really lengthen, elongate the spine here. As you exhale, fold it out. Make sure there's a strong flex in that front foot, meaning the toes draw towards that shin, so you protect the knee joint here. Again, the ball, it's just an option, but it could be really nice here, just to place in between you. Maybe place the forehead, just to give you a little bit more height. We'll just take 3 deep breaths here. Breathing space into that outer hip, as well as just slowing down our practice here. Begin to rise back up. Plant your hands, step back to a down dog. Give that right leg a little bit of a shake. Shaky poo. On an inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, draw your knee through center. Left ankle, right wrist. Lower down. Make sure that back knee is in line with the hips, not out to the side or something wonky. On an inhale, find your back bend quality here. So really try to spin the wheels of your heart up towards the sky here. Wheels of your chest. As you exhale, begin to lengthen and fold forward. Again, that ball is a nice option, either hands to the side. Another nice option as well is to take that right hand to the left foot. When you put a little bit of pressure there, just adds a little bit more of a hip opener. Yeah, just take an option here that feels nice. We'll be here for about 4 breaths. Nice. Begin to rise back up. Shift back to your down dog. Give your leg, give your hip a little bit of a shake. Lower down onto your knees. We'll end where we began, your kneeling pose. If you have more time, I highly recommend to come into a Shavasana, to just lying flat on your back, releasing and just breathing. Otherwise, we'll come to a kneeling position. Just take a moment here to breathe. Begin to integrate everything in the practice.